emotions into the best path possible, you can never progress in your spirituality. So I owe a lot to this master for one more thing that I would really attribute him to be a very great spiritual icon is because he is perhaps the only person who combined pyramid and meditation together in the whole world and popularized it to such an extent that we have someone like Martha Thomas who has come here and graced the occasion. We are especially thankful to her. We are also thankful to all the speakers. A galaxy of speakers have been here. They have been enlightening us with all their wisdom. And last but not the least, all the employees and the dedicated staff that we have in the Pyramid Valley International who have been instrumental in trying to help every other person here. I'm sure every one of you would have enjoyed your 4-day visit, and we look forward to more of your contributions here. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Chandra, who is also a founder and trustee of Pyramid Valley and been a real pillar of strength and guide for Pyramid Valley and the PSS movement, and his whole family.
Thanks, Shreyans. Dear friends and masters, we heard during the 4 days one of the very important statements I thought, where there is an intent, we can create things. Where there is a stronger intent, we can create things much faster. So it gives us a joy to build these pyramid centers all over, and it gives us joy to teach meditation regularly. So Patriji says, the moment you learn ABC, so you can teach that, you don't have to wait to become a big master. And so we have so many platforms. So we're building a pyramid in Atlanta, we're building a pyramid, planning to do something in Bosnia, we're doing in Ladakh. Some of you have come from the north, in Himalayan region. So there's a pyramid coming up in Ladakh. So in Rishikesh, they're building pyramids and centers. So there are many ways you can contribute, you can join hands with us and spread this and then take forward. So there is so many platforms. For teachers, there is a teacher organization. So we're organizing a conference this weekend, coming weekend, where all the teachers are coming together to learn and then see how to impart it. So there are doctors organization is there, where there are medical doctors, please come and you can join that, right? So there are many ways we can contribute. So come to us and then together we can spread this as fast as possible. Thank you.
I just want to honor you all. I really do. You know, community is so important. It's common unity. And the thing that we have in common is we are being breathed by something so magnificent. And that divine breath that flows through us has all the love, all the wisdom, all the power we need. We are our own self-regenerating system. And to be able to feel that and know that and exhibit that and hold that and share that is an incredible binding. We are bound by that. We have that in common. And when we come together in community like this, the energy fields that are released and become so nourishing, and they can spread through many universes. And so I honor you. I honor each and every one of you. I honor the Dagger family for all the hard work that you've done for so long to bring many of Patriji's dreams into being, because it takes a community. It takes a community to raise a child. It takes a community to help raise each other when we fall, to pick each other up. And community is so important, and that's the formation of true unity consciousness. And I thank each speaker. You've spent lifetimes developing what you've developed. And I love, you know, they can spend 40, 50 years, like this beautiful one, studying so much and then sharing it with us in a book. And we get all their hard work and all their study and so much of what they have to give. And then like Patriji, they keep writing and writing and writing and writing, and all of these beautiful ones keep sharing and sharing and traveling and sharing and just giving and giving and giving. And you do too. You know, the mothers, we honor you, the giving and the giving and the giving of your love to your family, to your children, to your parents, to your husbands, and the husbands who keep giving and giving and giving the best way you can to your community, your family. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing to witness, this common unity to come together of honor and respect. So we welcome you back next year, and we'd love you to bring your family and friends, and I honor you all. I really do. Thank you. Thank you.
I bow down to all these great masters and scientists, every one of them. And I thank Shreyas and Chandra and Rajan and how were these 4 days? Then one by one, some people can come here and give us your feedback. Somebody comes? Please come.
I wanted to invite Christiana. She wanted to give a message, so please.
Please.
Come. She's from Romania. She's a student of Jasmine, and she has done her darkroom retreats.
Yes.
And she's a master on her own and doing a lot of activities in Romania and around the world.
Sometime I'm going to Romania.
Yes.
Thank you everyone for being here, and thank you Patriji and Jasmine and everyone for having created this. And as we know, it has not just been created by the one on stage, but it has been created by each and every one of you who have manifested this through the power of intention and through the pure request of your heart for peace and for evolution. And having meditated since I was 12, in and out until 27, and then constantly for another 8 years, now I'm 35, I know and feel the power of these gatherings and what they bring into the world and what they bring into the space. And having worked with spaces like this in my planetary mission, connecting them together, like this pyramid connects to the pyramids in Egypt and it connects to the Sphinx in Egypt and the Sphinx in Romania, which I live next to, and connects to Bosnia, and connects to Chichen Itza, and connects to many, many other vortexes in the world that we are connected to. We know that they are constantly feeding themselves between each other, forming a bigger vortex, a planetary vortex that feeds back into the matrix of the planet, that feeds back into each and every one of us. So each one of us is blessed with the power and the wisdom and the love of not only this place, but mostly the gathering of the places of all over the planet that are now joined together. And that we have been worked together for many years in non-physical realms to build this. And we have, all of us, created this together, so give yourself a round of applause. And we also invite you to, as you are here still, shoot a ray of light constantly from your heart through your crown chakra up into this vortex, and be aware of it and connect to it and see what messages does it have for you and what messages can you collect from all the other vortexes that have been created all over the planet. Because there has been gatherings like this all over the planet each year, pranic festivals of people that are nourished by a light. building vortexes like this all over the world. How cool is that? And this is connecting here constantly, because there's no present, past, and future. It's a constant flow of energy. So constantly you are connected in all these other gatherings. As I've seen last year, how you were working together with the gathering in Egypt that they were doing, in the pyramids in Egypt. And everything was working together. Now everything is interconnected, yes? So once you connect into this vortex, you're connected to all the wisdom and the love and the power of all the people who have meditated since the beginning of time with all the other vortexes, yes? But that invites us to self-mastery, because having all this power in us, each thought and emotion and action has a resonance which is much more powerful than it used to be. So we are very much responsible for what we think, feel, and act. So may it be that each step of ours on this field and on the planet may it be benevolent and may be coming from a place of love. For that is our responsibility from now on, maybe. Would you be agreeing to that? So that each step that we take from now on this planet be coming from a place of love, from a place of compassion, from a place of self-responsibility and self-sovereignty? Okay. So, it is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. We thank you all, and thank you for inviting me to share this. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So the real challenge begins now. As we go back into a real life, that is the time, that is the challenge where we can maintain this modified state. We are all very happy, we are really elevated, we are feeling so much of love and compassion. But when we go back, there will be we already made a shift in our energy, but we'll go back to our old people, places, things, time and environment, and they are still connected to our old energies. And that is where you might find some chaos, you might find something is not matching, and it is just, you go to your family, your office, your friends, you feel people responding differently now, and you will sometimes feel like a chaos. But that is the time you be ready for the adventure, embrace the adventure, be ready for the change. And ready to step into the river of change. And every day meditate. After meditation, it's important to be conscious of your unconscious thoughts. And the more conscious you are of your unconscious, the less unconscious you'll go during the course of the day. And that is my message, that let's not let your 5% conscious mind win over your 95% program. And so be it, so be it, so be it. Thank you all for coming. And anybody would like to come and share their message or experience, please.
Master from Argentina. Where is Argentina man? He has come all the way from Argentina. Give a big clap for this Argentina man. Come here, come here. Give us some feedback.
There's an organization called Entrepreneurs Organization, and he's been very, very active in that organization. And the moment he saw this message, he said, I'll be there. The day he came, he got food poisoning and things like that. But he said, I'm so blessed, I'm here. It doesn't matter what is, I'm greater than your body, environment, and time. So it doesn't matter, I'll be here. I would love to hear you. Yeah.
Great. Hello, everybody from Argentina. This is so beautiful. Yeah, I was in the desert of Sahara. I came from Argentina, and suddenly a flyer to my WhatsApp came in. It was this festival coming from France that is somebody that I didn't know in person. We were just talking WhatsApp because of this entrepreneurs organization. And as I'm in my real first traveling around the world, but spending a lot of time in India and Nepal, I said, if I'm in a spiritual journey, I received this message, I have to go to Bangalore. I wasn't even thinking about coming to the south because I was going to Dharamshala in the north and the Everest. But I saw a trance message and I was like, okay, universe, I'm going to Bangalore. So I bought a ticket and I was like, I've never been to a pyramid, and I saw a global festival of spiritual science. And well, I believe this is the place that I had to be here with all these beautiful people. I've been traveling for 2 months, and I really needed to make a change in my life. I own some companies in Argentina, but I am still living with a lot of stress, and I decided to make a change in my life and continue developing my spirituality. That it's been only 5 or 6 years that I started this path, and I'm a really beginner in all these fields, even though I have learned a lot. But I'm looking for new experiences and new people. And I really believe, as many of the masters and speakers told, that we have to be really grateful that we have this time to be here. I just finished the autobiography, producing the autobiography of my grandmother. She used to live in Slovenia and Italy, 80 years ago. She was 92 years old. Then, she lived for 1 or 2 world wars during her life. And when she was 92 years old, I gave her as a gift the book of her life, so that all of our family could have those values and that story. And she was living alone, 92 years old, and she was living alone. And when she finished the book, 2 months after, she died, so it was like a message, like a life message. And one of the things that I learned is that many people, our families and past generations, have been through so much suffering, so that we are here changing that suffering into love, into compassion,